Hi, today we're going to be working on Unit 2, Lesson 3 notes. These are property of logs. So if you remember from Unit 2, we were doing graphing. So quick review, we have our parent graph over here. Now, how does this change? So this number out in front without the log, this is going to tell you to remember that you're going to go down 5. Looks like clown, sorry. There we go. And this -1, when it's in with the parentheses, it's always going, and with the x, it's always going to do the opposite. So instead of thinking it's going to go to the left one, it's actually going to go to the right one. Okay. How do the extra numbers change? Basically, this one tells you if you're going to go up or down. These are going to tell you if you're going to go to the left or to the right. All right, so now we're going to go over some of the properties of logs. So whenever we have two numbers that are right next to each other, what we can actually break those apart. So they could be log b of x plus log b of y. Another way to think about it is the multiplication symbol. So the x usually that we use, or the dot, is very, very similar to a plus sign. Those are very, very similar. They're just twisted a little bit. So maybe that could be one way you could think of it. Now, some examples. Here we have it as a plus. We're going to go backwards. We're going to go log 10 of 3 times 5. Right now, we're just going to do properties. And here we're going to go backwards again. So we're going to break it up. Log 2 of 4 plus log 2 of x. Now, product, we were multiplying. Quotient, here we're dividing. And that division symbol right there looks very much like a subtraction symbol. So that is what we're going to be doing. We're actually going to take log b of x minus the log b of y. We're just going to subtract them. And we're going to go practice these again. Go from one form to the other. And now, going backwards, we're going to put them together. And there you've got your answers. Now, power rule, these are if the variable or the number is raised to a power. What we're really going to be doing is very simple. All we're doing is moving it to the front. That's it. Just move it to the front. And so what we're going to do here, we're going to go backwards. We're going to move that 3 back in place. And again, we're going to move the 6 into the front. Oops. Okay. Now, why is log of 1 always going to equal 0? Now, if you remember, if we have a log, we can change it to exponential. So b to the 0 is 1. Remember, we went over previously, anything raised to the 0 power is 0. Okay. Next side of your paper, we're going to consider these true, sometimes true, or never true. So here we have a subtraction. So we're practicing our rules. So if we have subtraction, remember that is very similar to the symbol of division, the fraction sign. And yeah, if we are subtracting, we are going to make this one a division. This one is true. This one is the quotient rule. Okay, quotient, if you go back to it. And again, here we have it minus, minus. So 2 minuses, so 3. This one again is true because down here we have 2 x's. It's x times x. Put it together. This one is also true. Okay, So this one, log of x minus log of 5. And if you don't have anything underneath, it's always going to be base 10. This is just one that's always guaranteed. I always think of it as base 10 if you don't see it because we have 10 fingers. Now is this one going to be log x over log 5? This one is false. We should only have one log right now. We should have only had log of x over 5, not 2 logs. Here, 5 log x equals log x to the 5th. Remember, this is that power rule. All we did was move it to the front. This one is true. Okay. If we look at this one, we know if it's in front, it could be a power. And then we have a plus sign. Plus signs could also be a multiplication. So this one could be sometimes true. We could go farther. We can also have it go 5 times x squared inside that. Now this one is true. I know this next one is very strange, but this symbol, the square root, can also be written, so square root of x can also be written as x to the 1/2 because there's an invisible 2 here. If it was cubed root, could be all the way up. And if we had it with a log, it just goes in front. So it's just skipping one step in here. So this one is true. So this one, again, this one is going to be false. We're not going to have 2 logs here. They're trying to trick you. Okay. Now you should be able to have time to work on your assignment for this unit. Good luck.